Beautiful people, welcome back to my YouTube platform. If this is your first time, subscribe, like, and support the movement. Guys, on this channel, I actually make video on how to travel affordably, get your visa without any agent fee. So if you're interested in such content, I'll advise you stick around. On today's video, guys, I'll be sharing an update about those who are traveling to the UK for this September semester. UK Type 4 student visa, aka student visa. Due to the war going on currently between Ukraine and Russia, the visa process time has changed. Formerly, they used to do the visa processing time used to take. So the war going on between Ukraine and Russia, there is a serious constraint on the UK visa immigration process system. And for this reason, visa that they used to process for 3 weeks, they are saying they can no longer process it for 3 weeks. They are moving it to 5 weeks. This means that there is no more priority for visas and there is no more super priority for visa. Formerly, if you are paying for visa process for priority, you are going to get your visa within 5 days. And if you are going for super priority, you are going to get your visa between 2 to 3 working days. But right now, currently those platform is actually on hold due to the war, like I said earlier on. So guys, based on all this constraint, the UK British High Commissioner has come up to advise students who are planning to start their studies in the UK in September 2022. This is what she has to say.
Hello, I'm Katrina Lang, the British High Commissioner to Nigeria. My message is directed at those of you who are planning to study in the UK this academic year, September 2022. Of course, the UK is a fabulous place to study. Our academic qualifications are recognised globally as the best. And we welcome students from around the globe, and in particular from Nigeria, because we want the brightest and the best. We have a transparent point-based system, and 96% of Nigerians who apply for students' visas are granted those visas. But my message this morning is please help us to help you by applying much earlier than you would think you need to for your visa this year. In previous years, it might have been okay to apply in August for a visa to start your studies in September. This year, that's going to be much, much too late. So I appreciate that some of you may still be getting your paperwork together, your confirmation of acceptance of studies, your requirement for your TB clearance, and of course your exam results. But there's other paperwork that you can be starting to put together, so you have everything together in one package and can just press go as soon as all the paperwork is complete. The reason for this is that UKVI, our Visa and Immigration Processing System, is under enormous pressure. You'll all be aware of the horrible humanitarian situation in Ukraine, and we've had to prioritise processing visas for people trying to get out of that horrible war zone. That means we've also had to pause our priority and super priority visa processing systems. So it's really, really imperative that you get your paperwork together as soon as possible and you apply as early as you can. So please help us to help you to make sure you can get to the UK in September for your studies, which are going to be fabulous. We want you to have a wonderful time studying in the UK. There's going to be lots of information over the coming weeks and months on our social media channels, on Twitter and on Facebook and on Instagram. And our hashtag is UK Niger Student 2022. So look out for further information. Thank you for listening.
In addition to the constraint in the UK visa immigration process, the UK universities receive huge volume of application this year, which automatically leads to replying or processing application longer than expected. So you have to ensure you are checking your mails, ensure you are replying your mails when necessary, and you are asking for all the right questions at once, so that you won't, it's not like before that you have to send their own mail, they will respond to you maybe in 4 or 5 working days. It's no longer that way. So you get your facts straight once you are sending any mail to them, because it's going to take them time actually to reply to that mail. So if you are sending all your questions back and front once, you'll be able to get all the information you need. and prepare accordingly. So I will be giving you guys few key action points to actually look into during the course of the application because of this serious constraint in the US. First one I'll be talking about, like I said earlier on, is the visa processing time is now 5 weeks, and that is the fact, guys. No more priority, no more super priority. So please, while you are processing your visa, have that at the back of your mind. Letter of confirmation, which will indicate your reference number. I'm not talking about your CAS now. I'm talking about confirmation that I'm talking about letter of acceptance from the university. Once you get that letter of acceptance, I will advise you immediately, because they are saying all application for visa. I'm not talking about the university now. All application for visa process should start in July. So if you have not even started your own visa process right now, I will advise you immediately you get your letter of acceptance from the university, go ahead and pay for your first installment to enable you to get your cast. And once you go ahead and pay for your first installment of your school fees, ensure you book your TB test, because TB test is valid for 6 months, which will help you before they will confirm your payment for your first installment. You go and wait for CBN exchange rate to pay, because right now CBN will take longer. I know a lot of people that have been on queue like 2 months ago waiting for CBN exchange rate. So I will advise you immediately pay through black market or look for somebody abroad or in the UK who can pay for you. So that alone will fasten your process, so you don't have to wait longer for confirmation of your CAS number. And also you would have booked your TB test for you to go for your TB test. So those are the two key documents that you need. Then for your proof of fund, the next be your proof of fund. Formally, while the process time was 3 weeks, you are expected to give 28 working days. That 28 working days is sufficient according to their standard, and is still sufficient. But I will advise you to look at 56 working days. Why? Because in between those 21 days of your waiting time, they might call for your statement, because you have given 21 days statement of proof of fund. So I will advise you to plan 56 days proof of fund. So in between, in case they call for your statement of account, which is like 45% of your visa, or if not 50%, your CAS is about 30%, your proof of fund is about either 45 or 50%, and your document is about maybe 20 or 15%. So these two important. So it's better you have 56 working days proof of fund process. First 21 days will go with your visa processing, will go with all your documents while submitting, while the remaining 1 month or 30 days that is remaining will be for your waiting time. So that way will give you an edge in case they call for any document need for confirmation of your proof of fund. You have that readily. At this point, all your school documents and your traveling document, aka your passport, should be readily available for scanning. Upload them into the TLS contacts platform. Then you are ready for your biometric. Like I said earlier, you will have booked your appointment, do all that stuff as you are getting your document. So once you upload all your document to the TLS contacts self-upload platform, you go for your biometric. During your waiting time for the 5 weeks to elapse for your visa process, I will advise you to always check the mail you put under your address you put on your TLS contact address, so that you can get an update and also equally track your application. In case if they call for additional documents, you go ahead and send them the document so that your visa will not take longer time. We heard from the British High Commissioner. He said 95% of Nigeria, that means technically 100, have applied for student visa. They are getting it. Is it that the 5%, definitely you will not be among the 5%. Is it that the document is not complete? 5% is that 95% actually is as good as 100% anyway. I wish you all the best in your process and see you guys on my next video. Ciao.